In one driveway sits a brand new metallic gray luxury sedan, its polished surface reflecting the morning sun like a mirror. It cost Alex $50,000. In the driveway next door, a 10-year-old, impeccably clean but unremarkable sedan sits quietly. It cost Ben $8,000, paid in cash years ago. The two vehicles, separated by a few feet of manicured lawn, represent a profound, life-altering fork in the financial road. For Alex, the scent of new leather is the smell of success. Every time he slides into the driver's seat, he feels a surge of validation, a quiet confirmation that he has finally arrived. The car isn't just transportation, it's a trophy, a tangible symbol of his hard work. The admiring glances from others, the silent hum of the engine. It all combines into a powerful feeling of having made it, a daily dose of satisfaction he believes he has earned. But this feeling comes at a steep price, a price paid through a system designed to perpetually drain his wealth. The car is a liability. It's an $800 monthly payment for the next 6 years. It's another $200 for premium insurance. It's the guaranteed depreciation that will erase 20% of its value, or $10,000, in the first year alone. This is not an asset. It is a high-performance machine that consumes over $1,000 of his income every single month. Ben, his neighbor, made a different choice. His vehicle is a simple tool chosen for reliability and low cost of ownership. Instead of an $800 car payment, he has none. His insurance is a modest $80 a month. When he needed a car, he researched the most dependable 5-year-old models, saved up the $8,000, and bought it outright, sidestepping the entire system of debt and depreciation that Alex willingly entered. The $1,000 a month that Alex's car consumes, Ben has channeled into a different kind of system, one designed for growth. Every single month, an automatic transfer moves $1,000 from his checking account into a low-cost S&P 500 index fund. This is his wealth-building machine. It doesn't require new tires or premium fuel. It just quietly, relentlessly compounds, turning his monthly contributions into a growing stake in the largest companies in the world. As the first year draws to a close, the financial sun begins to set on Alex's decision. He has spent over $12,000 on a vehicle that is now worth only $40,000. He is $10,000 poorer. For Ben, the evening brings a quiet satisfaction. His $12,000 in contributions, benefiting from market growth, is now worth $12,450. One man's driveway holds a shrinking asset. The other's brokerage account holds a growing one. 5 years pass. The seasons turn, careers advance, and the subtle consequences of that initial choice begin to harden into undeniable reality. The two driveways tell a new story. Alex's luxury sedan is still there, but the showroom gleam has faded, replaced by the mundane wear of daily life. A small scratch on the rear bumper, a slight wear on the driver's seat. It's no longer a statement, just a 5-year-old car. Ben's old sedan is gone, replaced by a 3-year-old certified pre-owned car, again, paid for in cash. The contrast is no longer about new versus old, but about freedom versus obligation. After 5 years, the financial gap has become a chasm. Alex has poured over $60,000 in payments, insurance, and premium maintenance into a car now worth maybe $20,000. He is financially chained to a depreciating asset. Ben, in that same time, has invested $60,000. With the power of compounding, his portfolio has swelled to over $71,000. Alex's choice cost him $40,000. Ben's choice made him $11,000. The pride Alex once felt has evaporated, replaced by a persistent, low-grade anxiety that hums just beneath the surface of his life. The monthly car payment is no longer a symbol of success, but a heavy stone he must carry. A check engine light sends a jolt of panic through his chest, not because of the inconvenience, but because of the unbudgeted $500 repair bill it represents. He feels tired, worn down by the constant financial pressure of maintaining a lifestyle he bought 5 years ago. Ben, meanwhile, experiences a different kind of freedom. His monthly financial routine takes less than 10 minutes. He reviews his automated transfers, $500 into his low-cost index fund, and another $150 into a high-yield savings account. He sees his investment portfolio has grown by another $7,500 this year, a quiet accumulation happening in the background of his life. There's no flash, no thrill, just the steady, reassuring hum of a well-oiled machine building his net worth. Then, one Tuesday, the unexpected arrives for both men in the form of a corporate email. A restructuring, layoffs. Both of their positions are being eliminated. For Alex, the news is a physical blow. The blood drains from his face as his mind races. He has less than $1,000 in his checking account. The next $900 car payment is due in 2 weeks. A wave of pure cold panic washes over him, a suffocating dread that makes it hard to breathe. The symbol of his success is now an anchor pulling him under. Ben reads the same email. His heart sinks. No one likes losing a job. But panic doesn't enter the equation. He closes the email, takes a deep breath, and opens his personal banking app. He looks at the number in his emergency fund, $18,250. It represents nearly 6 months of living expenses, a financial cushion built specifically for moments like this. Instead of panicking about next week's bills, he calmly starts updating his resume. This profound difference in reaction isn't about character, it's about liquidity. Alex's net worth was tied up in an illiquid, depreciating asset. To access that cash, he'd have to sell the car at a loss, a process that takes time he doesn't have. Ben's wealth was liquid, accessible, and designed for emergencies. That $18,250 didn't just represent money. It represented options, time, and the power to navigate a crisis from a position of strength, not desperation. Another 10 years pass. The quiet suburban street remains the same, but the stories told by the two driveways have reached their final chapters. Alex's driveway now holds a 15-year-old sedan, its paint faded and a persistent rattle coming from the engine. The luxury car is a distant memory, repossessed during the long stretch of unemployment that followed the layoff. His finances never recovered. Ben's driveway still has the same reliable, paid-off car from all those years ago, but now a second, newer family vehicle sits beside it, bought with cash. The financial divergence is staggering. Over the full 15 years, Alex's car payments, higher insurance, and premium maintenance cost him over $100,000, leaving him with a car worth maybe $3,000. Ben, by investing that same $500 a month, now has an investment portfolio worth just over $235,000. The opportunity cost wasn't a few $1,000s. It was $250,000. This is the ultimate shift in power dynamics. Alex has lost control. His financial life is a series of defensive reactions, patching a tire, delaying a dental visit, praying the transmission holds out for another 6 months. He is a servant to his circumstances, his future dictated by the next unexpected bill. The illusion of wealth he purchased for $50,000 cost him the one thing that truly matters, his own agency. Ben, on the other hand, has become the architect of his life. His wealth isn't just the $235,000 balance, it's the freedom that number provides. It's the ability to quit a job he hates, to pay for his child's education without debt, to face a medical emergency as an inconvenience, not a catastrophe. He didn't just build a portfolio, he built a life where he is in control. One man bought a car to look rich, while the other made choices that actually made him free. The core of the problem isn't the metal, the leather, or the engine. It's the profound psychological split between looking rich and being rich. Alex's $50,000 car was a declaration of success to the outside world, but a private ledger of failure to himself. The monthly payment wasn't just a number. It was a constant, draining reminder of a future he was selling for a present he couldn't truly afford. His neighbor Ben understood that wealth is quiet. It doesn't have a V8 engine. The real call to action, the turning point, happens not in a dealership, but in the quiet moments of financial honesty. It's the decision to reframe the question. Instead of asking what car a certain monthly payment can buy, the question becomes what life that same monthly payment invested could build. This shift requires trading the immediate gratification of a new car smell for the delayed but far more profound satisfaction of a growing net worth. It's a deliberate choice to prioritize financial freedom over social signaling. The consequence of this single different choice is staggering. Imagine Alex had purchased a reliable, used $15,000 car instead of the $50,000 luxury vehicle. The difference in monthly payment, insurance, and taxes could easily be $600. That $600, invested every month at an average 8% return, doesn't just disappear. Over 10 years, that decision transforms into nearly $110,000. That's the price of the illusion, a six-figure sum sacrificed for a depreciating asset. This establishes the core of Ben's wealth-building system, weaponizing avoided costs. Every dollar not spent on a liability is a dollar that can be deployed into an asset. His modest car wasn't a sign of poverty, it was a tool. Its primary function was to free up capital, hundreds of dollars every single month, that could be put to work in the stock market, methodically buying shares of companies that grow in value and pay dividends. His car payment was effectively being made to his future self. The emotional impact of this choice is a deep sense of control. While Alex feels the constant, low-grade anxiety of a budget stretched thin, Ben experiences a quiet calm. A check engine light isn't a financial crisis for him. It's an inconvenience. He isn't worried about the next market downturn because his lifestyle isn't dependent on his portfolio's daily performance. This financial peace is a luxury no car can ever provide. The practical consequence of this control emerges during life's inevitable emergencies. When Alex's company announced layoffs, panic set in. His $1,000 emergency fund would barely cover 1 month's car payment and insurance. For Ben, the same news was concerning, but not catastrophic. His investment account, now worth over $55,000 after 5 years of consistent contributions, acted as a powerful buffer, giving him months or even years of runway to find a new job without desperation. A practical way to enforce this discipline is by following a simple rule for car buying, the 24-10 rule. This guideline suggests putting down at least 20%, financing for no more than 4 years, and ensuring that your total monthly vehicle expenses, including principal, interest, and insurance, are less than 10% of your gross monthly income. It's a simple financial guardrail against overspending. This rule works because it systematically prevents a car from becoming the anchor that sinks your financial ship. The 20% down payment immediately reduces the loan amount and demonstrates you have savings discipline. The 4-year term ensures you build equity quickly and don't spend a decade paying for a rapidly depreciating asset. And the 10% cap keeps the expense manageable, leaving the vast majority of your income available for saving, investing, and living. The 5-year outcome of these two approaches is a stark tale of diverging realities. Alex, after 5 years, has a car worth maybe $20,000 but has paid over $40,000 towards it, with debt still remaining. Ben, in contrast, owns his $15,000 car outright and has an investment portfolio seeded by the difference in payments, now valued at over $55,000. One has a rapidly shrinking asset and lingering debt. The other has a functional tool and a rapidly growing financial fortress. Ultimately, the choice reveals a fundamental difference in understanding what wealth is. For one, it's a visible status symbol parked in the driveway, a symbol that loses value every single day. For the other, It's an invisible growing number in a brokerage account, a number that represents freedom, security, and the power to choose his own future. The real luxury isn't the car you drive. It's the financial independence that allows you to live life on your own terms.